In the quiet, early hours of a spring morning, the world seems to hold its breath. The sky is still wrapped in the dark hues of night, and the first hints of dawn peek over the horizon. It is in these moments of silence, of stillness, that we might just feel the faintest stirring of something beyond us. A presence that we cannot quite see, but know to be there. Perhaps it is the whisper of hope or a subtle guiding force nudging us toward the right path. Throughout history, this unseen force has often been referred to as angels, messengers and protectors sent from a divine source to help navigate the challenges and trials of life. The Bible offers us numerous stories of angels appearing at pivotal moments in human history. They are not just mythical beings, they are symbols of guidance, protection, and sometimes correction. The story of angels in the Bible is a narrative rich with meaning and purpose, offering lessons that transcend time and space. But while these heavenly beings once seemed to play an active role in the lives of biblical figures, can we say that angels still have a role to play in our lives today? In our busy, modern world, can we still find meaning in the idea of divine intervention and spiritual guidance? It is not uncommon for people to question the relevance of such ancient beliefs in the context of contemporary life, where logic and reason often take precedence. Yet, the symbolism of angels, whether as divine messengers, protectors, or reminders of hope, continues to resonate with many. Perhaps the presence of angels is not so much about literal beings with wings and glowing halos, but rather about the moments of clarity and guidance that come when we need them most. These moments may not always be accompanied by the sound of angelic trumpets, but they are still significant, often arriving in subtle forms. In this story, we will explore the role of angels as depicted in the Bible and how their influence and lessons can still be felt in our lives today. We will take a deeper look at the ways in which these celestial beings, whether in the form of divine messengers or quiet, unseen forces, have shaped not only our spiritual beliefs but also the ways we approach life's most pressing challenges, including the world of business and personal growth. Through the lens of biblical teachings and modern-day interpretations, we will discover how angels, in their many forms, continue to offer guidance, protection, and hope. The concept of angels in the Bible is deeply intertwined with the idea of divine intervention. From the very first mention of angels in Genesis to the appearances of Gabriel and Michael in the New Testament, angels are portrayed as messengers, protectors, and agents of God's will. The Bible presents them as beings who are sent to guide, warn, protect, and sometimes even correct humans. Their presence is often marked by a sudden appearance and a powerful message or action that shifts the course of events. But how do these ancient accounts speak to us in modern times? And what can we learn from these angelic figures that still resonates today, especially in the context of life's challenges and the pursuit of success? Angels as messengers of divine will. The most prominent role angels play in the Bible is that of messengers. One of the earliest and most famous stories involving angels as messengers is the announcement to Mary, the mother of Jesus, that she would conceive the Son of God. The angel Gabriel, as depicted in the Gospel of Luke, appears before Mary to deliver the miraculous news. "Do not be afraid, Mary," the angel says. "You have found favor with God." Luke chapter 1 verse 30. This moment not only signifies a profound shift in the course of human history, but it also highlights the role of angels as intermediaries between the divine and the human. In this case, the angel's message is both miraculous and challenging, calling Mary to a higher purpose that would require immense faith and courage. Mary's response, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." Luke chapter 1 verse 38. Exemplifies a key lesson: the willingness to accept divine guidance, even when it challenges our understanding or comfort. Angels, as messengers, often bring news or revelations that push individuals into uncharted territories of faith, responsibility, and action. In our lives, we too may face moments when we feel guided by something greater than ourselves. When we receive unexpected opportunities or experiences that seem too significant to ignore. Just as Mary had to trust in the angel's message, we may also need to trust in the direction we are being led, even when it seems uncertain. Whether through a person who offers guidance, a book that resonates with us, or an event that redirects our path, the angelic role of messengers can still be seen today. These messages may not always come with bright lights and heavenly voices, but they can come through quiet, meaningful moments that stir something within us to take action or change course. Angels as protectors and guides. Beyond their role as messengers, angels in the Bible are also known as protectors, agents who watch over individuals, providing safety and guidance in times of distress. One of the most well-known stories of angelic protection is found in the book of Daniel, where the prophet Daniel is thrown into a den of lions for refusing to worship the king's idols. While all hope seemed lost, God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, ensuring that Daniel remained unharmed. In Daniel chapter 6 verse 22, Daniel himself testifies, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." This story offers an important lesson about faith in the face of danger. Daniel's belief in God's protection allowed him to endure a terrifying situation, knowing that he was not alone. The angel's intervention in this moment serves as a reminder that, no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, there is a divine presence watching over us, ready to guide and protect us when we need it most. In our own lives, we may not find ourselves in literal dens of lions, but we all face moments of fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Whether it's navigating a difficult business decision, facing personal challenges, or dealing with unexpected setbacks, we often find ourselves in situations where we feel vulnerable. In these moments, we may experience a sense of calm or clarity that seems to come from nowhere, helping us to make decisions with confidence or to push through adversity. This could be seen as the angelic role of protection manifesting in subtle ways. It might not be an angel with wings that shows up, but the reassurance we receive from inner strength, from the support of others, or from a moment of sudden insight. Angels also serve as protectors in the more metaphorical sense. In a world where uncertainty is a constant companion, we often look for guidance and protection, especially when the stakes are high. For example, in business, we might face critical decisions that could determine the future of a company or personal investments. In these moments, the role of angels may be reflected in the trusted advisors who offer advice, the instincts that guide our choices, or even the opportunities that seem to arise at just the right time. As in the story of Daniel, we may not always recognize the protection that is being offered, but we can be confident that we are not navigating the challenges of life alone. Angels and the lessons of faith and trust throughout the Bible. Angels often appear in moments of uncertainty, encouraging faith and trust in God's plan. One such example is found in the story of Abraham, who is called by God to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. As Abraham prepares to carry out the sacrifice, an angel intervenes at the last moment, stopping him and providing a ram for the sacrifice instead. In Genesis chapter 22 verse 12, the angel tells Abraham, "Do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." This story highlights the profound trust and obedience Abraham had in God's will. Even when it seemed to defy all logic, The angel's intervention at the critical moment not only spared Isaac's life but also affirmed Abraham's faith. For us, this story can serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of trust in our own lives, especially when we are faced with tough decisions or uncertain outcomes. Sometimes, we may be asked to take risks or make sacrifices, but the angel's message is clear: when we act in faith, we will be guided and protected, and we will find that the results are often more profound than we initially imagined. In the context of business or personal development, this lesson is particularly relevant. The world of business can often feel like a high-stakes game, with risks that require bold decisions and moments of faith. Just as Abraham trusted in God's plan despite the apparent sacrifice, we too must learn to trust the process, trust that our efforts will pay off, even if the outcome is not immediately clear. In these moments, the role of angels can be seen as a guiding force that helps us maintain our faith and trust in ourselves, our decisions, and the greater journey we are on. Angels in the modern world, are they still relevant? As we reflect on the stories of angels in the Bible, it's natural to wonder whether their roles still exist in the modern world. While the dramatic appearances of angels in the Bible may not be a common occurrence in today's society, the lessons they impart are timeless. The messages of hope, protection, faith, and trust are as relevant today as they were in biblical times. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, where logic and reason often dominate, the idea of divine intervention or angelic presence may seem distant or even outdated. Yet, many people still report experiences of receiving unexpected guidance or protection at critical moments in their lives. These moments may not involve literal angels, but they are often interpreted as divine interventions, whether through a gut feeling, an unexpected opportunity, or the support of others. In the business world, for example, the concept of angel investors has emerged as a modern parallel to the biblical idea of angels as protectors and guides. Angel investors are individuals who provide capital to startups or businesses in their early stages, often taking on significant risks in exchange for potential returns. Much like the angels in the Bible who intervene at pivotal moments to guide or protect, angel investors play a crucial role in helping businesses thrive and grow. Their investments may provide the financial backing and mentorship that companies need to succeed, often in the face of uncertainty and adversity. Similarly, in our personal lives, the presence of angels can be felt through the support systems we have in place: family, friends, mentors, or even strangers who offer guidance and encouragement when we need it most. These earthly angels may not have wings, but they serve a similar function, providing the protection and guidance that allow us to navigate the challenges of life with confidence. As we look at the role of angels in the Bible, it becomes clear that they are far more than just supernatural beings. They are symbols of hope, guidance, and intervention in the lives of those who are open to divine influence. But how do these age-old stories translate into our modern-day experiences? Do angels still play an active role in our lives today? Or are they simply relics of a bygone era? The answer, it seems, is that the essence of angels, their role as guides, protectors, and messengers, continues to resonate in ways both subtle and profound. The subtle presence of angels in everyday life. One of the most striking aspects of the role of angels in our lives today is their subtlety. Unlike the dramatic appearances of angels in the Bible, where they arrive with thunderous voices and fiery presence, the angels in our modern lives often come in quiet, unnoticed forms. These angelic interventions may not always involve physical beings, but instead, they are felt as moments of inspiration, guidance, and protection that seem to come from beyond ourselves. Consider, for example, the feeling of sudden clarity we experience when making an important decision. Perhaps it's the moment when we're faced with a choice that seems impossible to make. And just when we feel overwhelmed, a thought, an idea, or a piece of advice suddenly emerges, clear, precise, and full of wisdom. It might come from a friend, a family member, or even a complete stranger. But the guidance feels somehow divinely inspired. This is often how people describe their moments of angelic intervention, not as a physical being, but as a guiding force that seems to come from a higher power. For example, in business, a startup might face a pivotal moment where an unexpected piece of advice or an opportunity opens up new possibilities. It might not come with a divine announcement, but the timing and nature of that advice often feel like a guiding hand, helping the business owner or entrepreneur make the right decision. These moments of inspiration, of clarity in the face of uncertainty, echo the role of angels in the Bible, where they provide guidance at moments of crisis or decision. This subtle presence of angels in our daily lives also manifests in moments of protection. In many biblical stories, angels intervene at critical moments, shielding individuals from harm, as we saw in the story of Daniel in the lion's den. In modern life, while we may not find ourselves literally thrown into a den of lions, we all face challenges that test our resilience. Whether it's a financial crisis, a personal loss, or a difficult business decision, we can often feel that invisible hand of protection guiding us through the storm. There are countless stories of individuals who narrowly escape accidents, financial ruin, or personal hardship through what seems to be sheer luck. But many believe these experiences are angelic in nature. A person may feel a sudden urge to take a different route home, avoiding a car accident that would have occurred on their usual path. A business might survive a financial downturn through a last-minute investment or the discovery of a new opportunity, seemingly just when things were about to collapse. These moments of protection and intervention, though subtle, are often described as angelic in their nature. The role of angels in the business world. In the realm of business, the concept of angels has taken on a more practical and tangible form. Though the underlying principles remain the same, angel investors, for instance, play a crucial role in providing financial support to startups and fledgling businesses. Much like the angels in the Bible who intervene at critical moments to guide and protect, these investors are often willing to take risks that traditional banks or investors might shy away from, believing in the potential of a business even when it seems uncertain. Just as the angels in the Bible offered protection and guidance, angel investors step in to help businesses weather financial storms and navigate challenging circumstances. Their support is not always purely financial. Many also offer advice, mentorship, and connections that can prove just as valuable as money. In many ways, angel investors mirror the biblical angels in their role as protectors and guides, offering businesses the resources and wisdom they need to thrive. But the role of angels in business is not limited to investors alone. Many entrepreneurs and business leaders speak of moments where they felt guided or inspired at key points in their careers. It might be the sudden insight that leads to a breakthrough idea, or the unexpected connection that opens a door to a new market. These moments of clarity and guidance are often described as angelic in nature, as they come at critical junctures when the stakes are high and the pressure is overwhelming. In the competitive world of business, it's easy to feel as though success is purely a result of hard work and skill. But many successful individuals also acknowledge that there are moments when things just seem to fall into place, when the right person appears at the right time, or when an idea that seemed impossible suddenly becomes clear. These moments of serendipity and inspiration often feel like divine intervention, and for many, They are seen as the work of angels. Angels and the importance of faith and trust. One of the central lessons of the Bible is the importance of faith and trust. And this lesson is just as relevant today as it was in ancient times. Whether we are facing personal challenges or navigating the complexities of business, the ability to trust in something greater than ourselves can be a powerful tool for overcoming obstacles. In the Bible, we see numerous examples of individuals who were able to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds through faith. Abraham, facing the ultimate test of sacrificing his son Isaac, trusted that God's plan would ultimately lead to something greater. Similarly, Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, not knowing exactly how they would survive the wilderness, but trusting that God would provide. These stories emphasize the power of faith in God's guidance, faith in divine protection, and faith in the greater plan that unfolds, even when we cannot see the full picture. In business and in life, faith plays a similar role. When we trust in ourselves, our abilities, and the process, even in the face of adversity, we are more likely to find success. This doesn't mean that faith alone will make things happen. It means that faith provides the strength to keep moving forward when the path is unclear. It gives us the resilience to face failure and setbacks without giving up, and the confidence to make bold decisions that could lead to success. Faith also allows us to remain open to the guidance and inspiration that angels, whether literal or metaphorical, bring into our lives. Just as the biblical angels delivered messages of hope and direction, our own moments of inspiration and clarity often come when we are open to receiving them. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or simply taking time to reflect, creating space for divine guidance can help us stay aligned with our higher purpose and make decisions that are in our best interest. In business, this type of faith might look like trusting that the hard work you put in will eventually pay off. Even when the results are not immediate, it could mean believing in a new idea or venture despite initial skepticism from others. It could also mean trusting that the right opportunities will come, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Faith, in this sense, becomes a guiding force, helping us navigate through difficult times and empowering us to take the necessary risks to achieve success. Angels as symbols of hope and transformation. At their core, angels in the Bible are symbols of hope and transformation. They appear when everything seems lost or uncertain, offering messages of encouragement and reminding us that we are not alone. In the darkest moments of life, the presence of angels represents the possibility of a better tomorrow, a sign that change is on the horizon and that there is always hope. Even in the most challenging situations, in the modern world, we too need symbols of hope and transformation, whether it's in our personal lives or in the world of business. We are constantly faced with obstacles and challenges that seem insurmountable. Yet, it is often during these times of struggle that we experience the most profound growth. Angels, in their many forms, are reminders that we can overcome adversity and that there is always a path forward, even when we cannot see it. In business, the process of transformation often requires resilience and the ability to embrace change. Companies that are able to innovate, adapt, and grow in the face of challenges are often the ones that succeed in the long term. Just as angels appeared in the Bible to guide individuals through their transformations, we too can look for moments of inspiration, guidance, and support that help us navigate through periods of growth and change. Conclusion: embracing the divine influence in our lives. As we reflect on the role of angels in the Bible and in our modern lives, it becomes clear that the presence of these divine beings transcends time and space. From the angelic messages in the Bible to the quiet guidance and protection we receive in our own lives today, angels continue to serve as powerful symbols of divine intervention, hope, and transformation. Whether we recognize them in the form of a sudden insight, a timely opportunity, or the support of others, angels offer us the comfort of knowing that we are not navigating the journey of life alone. Lessons of faith and trust. One of the most profound lessons that angels teach us is the importance of faith and trust. Throughout the Bible, we see figures like Abraham, Mary, and Daniel who trusted in God's guidance even when the path ahead was uncertain. Their willingness to follow divine instructions, despite the challenges and risks, led to miraculous outcomes that changed the course of history. These stories remind us that faith is not just about believing in what we can see, but trusting in the unseen forces that guide us along our journey. In our own lives, faith plays a crucial role in how we approach the challenges we face. Whether in business, relationships, or personal growth, faith is not a passive feeling, it is an active choice to believe that things will unfold as they should, even when the road is unclear. In business, this faith can manifest as the courage to take risks, to believe in the value of our ideas, and to trust that the right opportunities will come at the right time. It is the understanding that the path to success is not always linear, and sometimes we must trust in the process, even when things do not go according to plan. Trust, like faith, requires surrendering control and believing that, even in the face of uncertainty, there is a greater plan at work. Just as angels provided direction and comfort to those in need in the Bible, we can trust that the divine presence in our lives will guide us when we are open to it. In business, trust in the process, in our team, and in our vision is crucial for long-term success. When we are able to step back and let go of the need for constant control, we open ourselves to the divine guidance that angels represent. Angels as guides in times of change. Change is inevitable. In the Bible, we see many instances where individuals were called to step into the unknown, to embrace new directions, and to trust in a higher purpose. The journeys of Moses, Noah, and the apostles were all marked by moments of profound transformation, moments when they had to trust in divine guidance to navigate uncharted territory. Similarly, in our personal and professional lives, we often face moments of change that require us to step outside our comfort zones. Whether it's starting a new business, changing careers, or navigating a personal transition, these moments can be daunting. However, just as angels intervened in the lives of biblical figures during times of change, we too can find guidance and support in moments of transformation. Angels remind us that change, while challenging, is often necessary for growth and progress. They encourage us to embrace the unknown, knowing that we are not walking alone. In the business world, change is a constant. New technologies, market trends, and shifting consumer demands all require businesses to adapt and innovate. Just as the angels in the Bible provided counsel and protection during times of upheaval, businesses today can find strength in the lessons of adaptability, resilience, and trust. In times of change, the guidance of angelic forces, whether in the form of mentors, advisors, or unexpected opportunities, can make all the difference in how a business or individual navigates through the turbulence. Angels as symbols of hope. Hope is a central theme in the Bible, and it is perhaps most powerfully embodied in the angelic figures who appear to offer comfort and reassurance during times of despair. The angel who appeared to Mary and Joseph to assure them of God's plan for the birth of Jesus. The angel who strengthened Jesus during his time in the wilderness. And the angels who comforted the disciples after the resurrection. All these figures serve as symbols of hope. They remind us that even in the darkest moments, there is a light that guides us forward. Hope is just as important in our modern lives as it was in biblical times. In times of hardship, it is easy to become disheartened and to lose sight of the bigger picture. However, angels offer us a reminder that, No matter how difficult the journey may seem, there is always hope for a better future. In the face of challenges, whether personal or professional, hope allows us to keep moving forward, knowing that things will improve in time. In the business world, hope is what drives entrepreneurs to keep pursuing their goals despite setbacks. It is the belief that every failure is a lesson, that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow, and that success is still within reach. Even when things seem impossible, hope provides the motivation to continue working hard and pushing through adversity. Just as angels in the Bible gave individuals the strength to endure difficult times, the angelic presence in our lives today, while we may not always recognize it, the presence of angels is felt in our lives today. Whether through the unexpected support of a friend, a moment of inspiration that leads to a breakthrough, or the guidance of a mentor, we all encounter the divine influence of angels in different forms. These experiences are often subtle, but they remind us that we are never truly alone. Just as angels in the Bible were messengers of hope and change, we too can be agents of angelic influence in the lives of others. Whether through offering support, guidance, or a word of encouragement, we can serve as angels in the lives of those around us. In business, this might mean mentoring someone who is struggling, offering advice to a colleague in need, or helping a fellow entrepreneur find their way through a tough situation. By embodying the qualities of faith, trust, and hope, we can pass on the angelic influence that has guided us on our own journey. Conclusion. The enduring message of angels. In conclusion, the role of angels in the Bible and in our lives today offers us a timeless message of hope, guidance, protection, and transformation. Angels remind us that there is always a greater plan at work, that we are never truly alone, and that divine intervention is available to us when we are open to receiving it. Whether through the messages of the Bible or the subtle guidance we receive in our own lives, angels continue to play an essential role in helping us navigate life's challenges, find clarity, and pursue our higher purpose. As we move forward in our lives and businesses, let us remember the lessons of angels, to trust in the process, to have faith in ourselves and others, to embrace change with courage, and to always hold on to hope. In doing so, we can move closer to the divine guidance that angels offer, finding strength, wisdom, and inspiration for whatever lies ahead.